to. You know what? I really should think of a name. I do like names for my shows. Welcome back to Pan Native Plays MTG Arena, but there should be a name for it. But Arenathlon has actually been taken by the Gwent Arenathlon. So, if you got any suggestions? We're gonna go with vampires today. I already spent most of my cards, but that's okay. Vampires seem to be able to handle themselves anyway. I do like. I'm not sure I like Sky Marcher Aspirant. We do have enough not zombies. Although I do want to make a zombie deck. Man, it's all creatures. Oh, I do want a bit more control-y stuff, but we'll get there. We'll get there once we get more cards or they change the economy to make things more sorted out. So anyway, we're going to go with vampires. We have a bit of control with them. The vampires, you've probably seen already. I do want more Adanto Vanguards because they're indestructible. You can pay for life to make them indestructible, and life is cheap when everything has lifelink. Well, most of them have lifelink anyway. It's going to look a little janky. Again, pack of cards, but I actually find that kind of fun in that, like, not everything is perfect and you gotta really figure out what to do whenever you're near. You don't know what to say. My heart is broken in two. When you pass by, I could die, which is what we're going to try to do to people today. Bishop Soldier. Early drops, like, two cost vampires, basically. I like Bishop Soldier because it has lifelink. And it's a 4-point swing in terms of difference. Now he needs to deal 2 more damage to kill me, and I'm 2 damage closer to winning the game. So it's both keeping me from losing and getting him closer to death. Martyr of Dusk. When Martyr of Dusk dies, create a 1/1 vampire creature with token and lifelink, which means generally you go 2 for 1 here. And while card advantage isn't as not prominent, it is prominent. While card advantage isn't as stressed in Magic the Gathering, it still certainly matters. And Martyr of Dusk could do very well for us when we're fighting a control-y deck. Like, if they want to shoot our dudes, they need to shoot this dude twice. Pride of Conquerors, I do just like the idea of having a buff. And since we're lacking a bit in surprise buffs, I like tricks. I like being tricky. Trickaroo. I like Pride of Conquerors because it makes us bigger. Or should we go for removal? I know there's a removal card here somewhere that we should. I know black. Super well known for it. Supernatural Stamina, no, yeah, I get distracted a lot. Sorry. Walk the Plank is interesting, but it's too black. Moment of Craving gives us life and kills, like, tiny units. But this can let one of our units survive. Is it an instant? I tell you what, get out of here. We'll figure. Goodbye, Sky Marcher Aspirant. I'll take one of them out. I don't really like it, so we'll add an Arterial Flow. Okay, now the deck's a mess. Like, pretty much instantly. Actually, you know what? Where is it? What did I do? Moment of Craving. I'd like Doomfall. For free, you get to make them exile something or reveal a card from their hand. So it's a duress as well. So we'll find room for them. Anyway, I like the control. Dusk Legion Zealot. It's a 2-cost 1/1, which isn't great, but we do need some draw. And this lets us draw a little bit, and it's also a vampire, which activates basically nothing since we don't have a lot of synergy. Except maybe Legion Lieutenant, a uncommon that I want more of. On other vampires control get +1/+1, pretty good. Forerunner of the Legion lets us sort out our deck, find critical vampires like, say, a Bishop or Verf or a Champion of Dusk. Again, more draw. Or even Avana, Butcher of Magan, which is our free mythic. Vigilance Lifelink, pay 7, destroy target non-land permanent. Yeah, it seems like a lot, but one, he has Vigilance, so he can attack, defend, do this at the end of their turn, basically go to town everybody. He also sort of pays for his own ability with Lifelink. And he's just goddamn good. I like him. It's control. He got a big thing you can't kill. Well, too bad. It's gone forever. Okay, Legion of 10, Forerunner of the Legion. I got a second one to offer pack. Then find Dusk Apostle. Ooh, legendary. Whenever one or more non-token vampires you attack, you make more vampires. Queen's Commission, we've made more vampires. Radiant Destiny, we buffed the vampires, and it might give him Vigilance. Squire's Devotion gives something lifelink, gets +1/+1. So that's kind of neat. It also has lifelink, so more life means more iron. Arterial Flow, I just like the idea of this card. If there's anything to remove, that's probably it, along with Doomfall for free. Bishop of Binding, I would like 5 more of these, even though we can only have 4 and we already have 1, because it exiles a target creature. And then gets as big as that creature +1 whenever it attacks. Unfortunately, it doesn't work in defense, but it's still a removal card. If it also work in defense, that'd be amazing. Cast Out, because, oh my god, Cast Out is amazing. It removes a non-land permanent and forces them to spend mana answering Cast Out. Sanctum Seeker. Whenever a vampire you control attack, each opponent loses 1 life and gains 1 life. I mean, it's big, but I'm not sure I want it in the deck. I know, I know. We're sorting out the deck. I mean, it looks like our twos are actually a little low on the... Our threes are a little low on the drops. Yeah, I finally learned how to click stuff. However, interface is still kind of fucky. Angel of Sanctions. It's just a good card. It's control. It's not a vampire, so it doesn't synergize with a lot, and we can't find it. But it is removal, and I do love the idea of removal. How many lands do we have? 24? I don't think we can go below 23 since we have 5s. So, also Vana, Champion of the Dusk for draw, Vanquishers for draw. Actually, not sure what I want to remove. Because we are at 62 cards now. And 60 is a lot of cards to have. I want the Vanguard, I want the Bishop's Soldier, I want the Martyr of Dusk. Ah, man, this all looks super weird. Maybe we should remove some of our... How many creatures do we have? Ivant Wasak. Creatures, 959 creatures, 15. Since we're primarily a creature deck, we should remove something that is a non-creature card. I'm looking at Squire's Devotion right now, or even Arterial Flow. I do want like more of these. I like the control aspect. Doomfall, so we got discards. Maybe one of our cast outs. And I'm gonna regret this, but the Angel of Sanctions. Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret that. Let's go. What is life without regret? Well, slightly happier, but I also won't learn. I've also been playing off camera just to like get used to the game better. Thanks for participating. We're excited to share a game with you. Me too. I am very excited to have the game shared with me. Also, the connection should be better. I believe the heat is actually fucking up a lot of things. This is playable. Not great, but playable, so we'll keep it. Because we can play our Soldier, our Forerunner, and Queen's Commission. Hopefully we don't draw into too many lands, and we can play our double land. It's not a dual land, Pat. It's just... It's just a normal, good old tap land. I think it's a tap land. Coffee might be affecting me a little bit. Yes, Magan. Bishop Soldier. So he's white-green, so he's going to be bigger than us. So we might have problems here. Pay white. Tap. Also, early morning sneezyfuls. Let's try to push him out of the game. Oh. Can't activate a tap land. I forgot to fix the lands. Which could be a concern. Also, gotta remember that not everything has to be zombies. Commission or Forerunner? I think it really depends on what he plays next. I mean, if he does play. Hello, sir. Well, let's see if he blocks it. Add a stop. Play a land. Straight up attack. Alright, into you. I think Queen's Commission is the correct call because he has ones, but he might also have a fight card. It really depends on what he does here. So he did that, so we're gonna play Forerunner because we can buff the shit out of it. Might be a cat deck. Yes, I want to look for a Vampire. We still have plays, so we don't necessarily need to play Butcher of Magan right now. But I'm going to pick a Bishop of Binding, because 1, we can play it. 2, it showed up in my face. 3, we can remove something like a cat-friendly king guy. That guy. You know, Catman. Catmandu. Catman, how are you? I'm pretty sure Catmandu is a place. I'm not that sure about it, but I do know it is a place. I've heard of it. I swear to God. Also, stuff's a little soft. Like, I do want to... Radiant Destiny, he tapped out for that, so it's time to go. They don't necessarily have a removal unless they have Subtle Wreckage, which is not great for us. So we have 5. You can go Butchers or Queen's Commission. I'm going to go for Queen's Commission. Although his dudes are going to be bigger than mine. Probably should have gone for Bishop Soldier. You. Straight up attack. Apply pressure. Yeah, we could have used that as a combat trick. Is it an instant? It can't be. It creates people. Now, we're just going to sit on our Bishop of Binding until we see a critical target. One of which would be the Big Kitty Cat, which is coming up next turn, which is why we're probably not going to play it. Ooh, free cat, huh? I need one more mana for that boy. Not gonna delete this. Not gonna remove it. The Scapossel is interesting because it can make this a lot bigger than it should be. Yeah, because this will make one vampire, which will make this bigger. I do want to keep their numbers low. This might be a bit too aggressive. You have an instant? Yeah, we don't have our Radiant Destiny. I have one in the deck, as well as the banner. Boop. Just you. I think we need to stay aggressive. For now. So, we'll kill something. Focus on killing the Feral Prowler because Watchers of the Dead can be exiled in response. That was a spectacularly weird play, but that does tell me he's either afraid for his life, which isn't necessary, or he's concerned about... He needs to draw a card. He needs to look for more stuff. He's at 5, so we're gonna eat a Royal Caracal. Thank you, Bishop of Binding. You are a beast. So many of the good cards are uncommon. It's... kind of makes sense. Core of the deck is not bronze. It's not common. It's uncommon now. Do I eat that? I mean, he might be baiting at my Bishop of Binding, but I'm okay with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bishop of Binding. I will eat that card. Oh, it's a Bishop of Binding. It's a tiny Bishop of Binding. Forerunner here. Buff. We have so many dudes. Like, eventually we can just attack all. Combat step. Non-token, right? So if we attack with these two, we can make this a free, but I don't really want to do that right now. So attack with you. Yeah, if we attack with both of them, he also creates one. He creates 2. So we can buff it. But I do want this guy to stay on the field. So I'm okay with one attacker. Boom. Bigger. Bigger. Oh, I want my lifelink. I want more lifelink. Maybe Touch of the Vampire, but it's like 4 cost. It's expensive. Man, Maverin needs support. Like, we have the elements of a good deck. Like, we have like bits and pieces of it, like a puzzle that we haven't quite put together yet. We're almost to something that works consistently. Isn't that a wonderful feeling? Well, he's thinking. He's wondering, what shall I do? Timeout used. Did he quit? Did I actually get a win for the first match today? Maven, fine. This does not have a lot of control. They really need to stick something on the board. I should know. But white has so much like casual removal on a stick in that it comes with a body. It's kind of fucked up. But I do want my control deck. This is a control aggro deck. This is probably going to perform better than the dinos. Buff you. Did he quit? He might have. Yeah, he's just not going to do it. Oh, no, he's back. Look, it's a Bishop of Binding. You think he's got a wipe? I don't need to play you, but I will. If there is anything that'll make us lose the game, this is the one. Black. Savior of the universe. Is that... Are those chimes in game? I buff you. It needs to be non-token, which is why I'm not. So we can create +3/+3 if we attack with these. which we're not gonna do. We can't. We do that with Vona, then we can safely attack into Watchers of the Dead. Right now, we can try to make you grow, but I do like our steadily growing Army of the Dead. Yeah, I'm playing very conservatively. Flash. That's good. That's excellent. Wham. Oh, he missed his window for block or something. That's why it was like, yeah, but now I'm going to start deleting everything he's ever loved. You can even delete blockers. That's fudged up. Binding is +3/+3. Ooh, Desert's Hold. Can't use abilities? Ah, pretty good. Now we have a problem. Yo, I'll solve it. Check out with DJ. Oh, you can't block us all. I just need one buff card. Sanctum Seeker, it's okay. One black. We can't attack with the bishop because Watcher of the Dead is still there. It's also big enough to attack, which is neat. Two, 3, 4, 5. If he blocks this, he can still do it. Attack. I might have missed lethal. Now I can attack all. It instantly kills him. Man, you're not bad. You're like a burn and heal. Yeah, that's done. Attack all. Any vampire, right? We're all vampires here. This is it's not degenerate, but it's very, very efficient. Like a wipe, an Hour of Devastation could ruin us. But not all decks can run that. Or even that thing that shoots everything that isn't a pirate. Just wipes these guys off the board. Yes. Huh? Oh, target vampire. Okay, let's make you bigger. These animations could use a little work. It's a little fast for me. Let's see what we get for our free card. Azor of a Lawbringer. Well, now we got white-blue, but it's really expensive. Maybe white-blue-green. It's a mythic. We got another mythic. That's kind of cool. I think the fourth card is always a mythic, because that's what I experienced last time, too. So that's not so bad. I want to suck. I mean, eventually we'll get more mythics. It's just that there's so many of them that eventually... Okay, there aren't that many of them. Unlike Gwent, we actually have a normal distribution of cards. I think there's always more commons than uncommons and so forth. Whereas Gwent has more rares than anything else. I just gotta say, I like the fact that we can play our cards. This feels good. Good curve, good curve. No black though, which is okay. I'm sure we'll draw into some mana eventually. We're heavily skewed towards a white. I might want to adjust my my mana. Depends on what he pulls out. It's a black card. So he's got removal, so... I'm good. No, then we can't play anything, Pat. So Martyr or Adanto? I can play Martyr first, bait out some removal. Because while I can keep it like super healthy, I don't always want to keep paying for. Oof, that's a lot of control. We're gonna get treasure mapped. That thing is a draw. It sacrifices treasure for a draw, and it likes scrying and stuff. So since we're only gonna play a 2, we can play Evolving Wilds. Mark that. Attack. Play Adanta Vanguard. You know what? I'm gonna look for it. I know we could keep information away from them, but they basically know where we have like a black splash. So not a lot of swamps in our deck. Very concerning. Squire's Devotion up next, probably in the Adanto. I think this works. Oh, it doesn't work that way. I did not know that. I mean, good to know. The Indestructible doesn't protect from 0/0? So I just lost 4 life for no reason. But that's okay. We're gonna make more vampires. Swarmy, swarmy. I did not know that's how that worked. He's also landlocked, so we kind of have a shot at making this work. Since he carries Moments of Craving, I'm gonna buff our Maven. Make him slightly bigger. He's also the only good target, really. Or a Legion Lieutenant. Yeah, I like Legion Lieutenant more. Attack, mark this. I think he's got a board sweep. I think we don't keep playing. Black does have board sweeps and ways to clear stuff. So we're gonna end the turn. I think we play defensively now. He is at 10. And playing another card does not shorten it. That's fine. We got Squire's Devotion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Arterial Flow. I don't have 2 black. I should probably remove Arterial Flow. 1, 2, 3 mana. I think 5 costs are a little high for us. But I should remove Arterial Flow. Yeah, we're very heavily skewed towards white. It's a little late. I believe we're still done. I believe we're still done for. Mark this just in case. Attack all. Bam, 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 bam. No, stop leveling up. And it's not like there's matchmaking, so it doesn't matter. Do I get a new face? Is this how we get new faces? Do I have a new face? Brazen Freebooter. Oh, it's mana and stuff. Okay, so we know we want to remove that because our black base is a little weak. So we want to remove... Oh, as much as I like it. Doomfall we can keep because it's 1 black, but this is very heavily skewed toward black. Even Sanctum Seeker is a little iffy. Do you have any... What else did I want to put in this deck? I've completely forgotten. Sky Marcher? No. Famished Paladin? I don't like that. I mean, if we're more heavily skewed towards life gain, that's fine, but we're not actually that skewed towards it. I would like some extra control, I guess. This thing looks for more of its boys, which is fine. Forsake the World is interesting, but I think we're looking at the wrong thing at that point. Oh, this one's an old card. I think this was Odyssey. Back when we had like Astral Slide, that one was a good card. That one was nasty. Whenever you cycle a card, remove something for exile a card, exile target card, non-land card until the start of its owner's next turn. Pretty slick. Pious Interdiction, Pious Interdiction. Vizier of the True. Exert a creature, tap. Crested Sunmare, too expensive. Glorifier of Dusk, also too expensive. Also, we pay a lot of life for stuff that our other guys do naturally, so it's not great. Duress. I do like my Duress. Vicious Conquistador. It doesn't gain its life, although it is like 1/2 for 1. That's actually pretty good, but it's also black, and we're primarily stacked on white early on. Supernatural Stamina. Fathom Fleet Captain. Dune Beetle. I do like that card. It's a nice fuck you card. Or curse whenever a creature enters the battlefield under player's control. That player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Enchant player, huh? Walk the plank is too black, which is why I don't like it. I don't think it's playable for us. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about Wantu's Last Reckoning. Golden Demise. I mean, we ascend pretty easily. Sort of. Lethal Sting. Heartless Pillage. Gruesome Fate. Nah, that like relies on us spawning more. And while we did spawn a lot, that's only because we drew into Maverick, and we won't always draw into Maverick. Sky March Bloodladder. Free cost due to flying Sadistic Sky Marcher. If I could remove 1 more card, I'd feel more comfortable with that. No, we do need more freeze. I guess we'll put in 1 for now. I will click Suggest Land. There we go. That seems more reasonable now. Do we want any other special cards? I'm not sure that we do. I mean, special lands. 5 is still, I still feel, is a little too high for the deck. I feel like we have to cap out at 4. That has been my... I mean, with 23 lands, like 1 in 2.5 cards is a land already, so that's not so bad. Oh my god, I'm starting to remember numbers and statistics and shit. Cardiac Ice, he's got a lot of laurels on him. He's got a lot of cards. He's got mythics up the butt. He also goes first. I'm also probably going to keep playing until we get like our card. I like this. Perfectly playable. That's the early drops, which is probably what the Dino deck is missing. Need to make more early drops. I think I fixed the cat deck's early drop problem. Play Swamp. Landy is unlikely, unless it's white-red and we actually play that 4-cost card. Martyr of Dusk lets us squat white-green. Could be a problem. I have no removal for that thing, unfortunately. So I'm going to play a Danto. Start pressuring him. It does seem like he's bigger. Like he's going to go long. Since he's got free mana already, he's got some acceleration. If we had any sort of removal for that, he would be in trouble. Free mana? I mean, free color. Could be a problem. So, just pressure him, I guess. Indestructible doesn't work against -2/-2, against 0 effects, huh?
Virtue will always triumph.
I can also attack that, but he's probably going to use that. That's fine.
I don't think so.
What else do you do? Until end of turn, he becomes 4/4 indestructible. He can't use them both. Also, he just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So for free mana, you can create multiple targets for him. Those can only be used when as sorceries. So we don't have much of a choice here but to go wide. We don't have much of a choice here. Period. An early Gideon hurts a lot. This doesn't deal damage right now, so we'll just end the turn. Until the start of his next turn. We need a buff real soon. Also don't have a way to deal with Gideon. Vigilance, huh? I did not know that was a thing they did. Are you gonna turn yourself into a soldier? There's still an out, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
No, he's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Nah, I'd rather not play this match. No, my points. That's fine. Let's keep going until we get that last thing. He can play with people who have the same budget as he does. I have the choice to leave. I'll leave. That feels like because we don't have anything big enough to surmount that sort of deck. I also don't have removal, which feels like it would have been important. Slightly closer to our range. My god, conceding is fun. Like, I don't want to do it. It's very freeing. Like, I don't want to do this right now. I think I'll do something else. And here we are. We did something else. No black mana, but we do have place. So I'll keep it. I don't wanna be here anymore. Bye-bye. Alright, green. Forsaken Sanctuary. Good. We can drop a Moment of Craving just in case he decides to keep going. It really depends on how his drop matches to ours. But he didn't have a drop, which is great. I'm gonna play Bishop Soldier. Green, not necessarily a lot of removal. We don't know if it's mono green yet. And I'm willing to bet dinos. Could be blue as well. Actually, it could be anything. The game has been really friendly towards multicolored decks. Back in the day, haha, you had to be very rich to get some of those dual lands. Now they're a lot more accessible. These tap lands. Though I believe also Odyssey came up with the tap dual lands sort of thing. Which made it more accessible, but still a little slow. I still wanted to pay the pain lands. Ah, it is blue-green. No idea. Merfolk, probably. Kill the Merfolk. Mark this. Just to make sure the game doesn't accidentally skip over everything. Attack all! Damage. Now, do we want draw or more bodies? I think we want more bodies. I think we want to pressure him. So we're going to play Queen's Commission. I don't think they have any one wipes. Red has a lot of that, traditionally speaking. I miss Earthquake. I miss the X spells. I saw the one that gave us a lot of fire, a lot of mana after every combat step. Equal to damage dealt to the other guy. And I immediately thought, do we have a fireball? He's got counters. At least we have Moment of Craving to like delete something important. Or something that keeps our block or our dudes from getting through. Okay, so how big is that? What? Did he cancel it? So here's an important question. Do we use Moment of Craving? Okay, there we go. I already played a land. I can play a Dust Legion Zealot, which I'll probably do. Oh shit, I can't. Cancel. I can't because it costs us our black mana. And I want to keep it for our Moment of Craving. So we play Matron of Dusk first. Pat. No! Cancel! Cancel! Shit. That's annoying. That's annoying. That might cost us. Not really. We have a lot of cheap cards. I am willing to chump the shit out of this guy. How many permanent? I need more trackers. Like, I need more information on screen. Like, there's a lot of dead space here that could be used. Also, I don't like that this is not aligned to this. Put our names on the left. It's fine, dude. You don't need to, like, put it over there. Just, I want it equalized. I also don't like this here. It's so awkward. At least it feels odd. Yep, I should have. A Moment of Craving might have made that work. But he's also going to have to tap to attack, which is totally fine by me. Craving's also not going to kill it anymore. Adanto Vanguard. I'm going to play the Dusk Legion first. Black. He's not going to counter that. That's not the thing he wants to counter. Give me something relevant. Well, Plains is nice too. He's not going to attack, and I don't want to play this. Or maybe I do. He's got 2 mana. Stab. It'll be very telling if he counters this. What are you enchanted in? Oh, it's just merfolk. I have no way of killing a big unit. End turn. I'd like to end turn. I'd like to end turn. At least we can kill everything around it. Keep him isolated. Oh, we do have a way of killing it. If we can draw into one of our removal cards. The Doom? Impending Doom? 1 black, 2 colorless? Exile? He has to choose which one to exile though, which is totally fine. That's probably what he's saving his mana for. Resolve. Wow, it makes counters. We've got run into a hard stop here. Very unfortunate. I need one. There's a lot of outs. We're not in that bad a position, but I'm probably gonna delete that. I feel like he wants to make this bigger, but if he can't play another Merfolk and he's tapped out in blue, I am gonna shoot it. This thing is too deadly, too furious. I mean, if he resolves this ability. Yeah, second one is pretty bad for us. Combat. Attackers, his turn. Block. My turn. One black. Yeah, it doesn't cost him anything to block. End turn. So we're at a stalemate because his dudes are bigger. Yeah, he's just gonna play a second one. I never thought of looking for a Forerunner into Forerunner. No, because it can look for itself. The other one looks for... Oh no, the Vampire too. The Dinosaur one that I think can't look for itself. I think. Yeah, definitely gonna play Dusk Legion next. Oh, I need to look for something good, man. Black. Should be a thing. Squire's Devotion doesn't really add anything to us, but it does make this somewhat deadlier. But this is a problem. She can attack. Because she gets +2 lifelink. No, attacking with her isn't relevant right now. I think next turn we should attack with these. You chain going. This guy isn't doing anything. Resolve. Resolve. Yeah, we should have attacked. We would have gone. This guy wouldn't block with this. Now he can. So we're in a bit of a pickle. Still, the delete card, he does have mana for a counter now. Very, very concerning. Oh my god. So what do we bind? He should counter this. But I have to play it. River Sneak is bad. Forerunner is also dangerous, but removing the Vine Shaper lets us attack. I don't know if this is right. Now I'm gonna start attacking. Because we don't need Vs for anything. Is there... Yeah, there's a lot of instant speed removal, but we might run into something very bad. I think this is fine. He doesn't want to block with this because I have an untapped block. Black mana. Gonna need some trickery. That's fine. Oof, brave. End turn. Let's keep him guessing. I'm in a very comfortable life lead, but that can really go south because of River Sneak. But we have a lot of outs, and we have superior board position. He's also tapping out for something big, which scares the shit out of me. Result, sure. Yes. Interesting. He should have put it here. I know this is a natural buff, but I feel like if he could play another one, he should buff this. So if he blocks the two biggest things, which is the Adanto Vanguard and the Bishop Soldier, will deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lose a unit. Ton of outs for us. Bishop's Binding becomes a 2/5. We don't want to attack with that guy because it creates more stuff. He needs to get rid of this. Don't attack with this, it's too valuable. These guys, the Dust Legion Zealots, not so valuable. Adanto. I think that's okay. Adanto. But once this goes to 5, we have problems. Because holy shit. I think we're okay in a manner of speaking. This gives us a lot of time to find outs, and we have several of them. I also think I put in the vampire damage card. Alright. Finally get our pack, which is all I is really asking for. I get another card, which says common, but sometimes it grows. Ooh, a dino. 1/2 trample, huh? Neat. Let's open a pack. Alright, we got a dino. Another sun-colored one. A mutant, which I like. Moment of Triumph. I do like this because it's combat trick. Cherished Hatchling. I've never seen you before. When Cherished Hatchling dies, you may cast dinosaur spells this turn as if they had flash. Whenever you cast a dinosaur. Oh, why don't I have 5 million of you? Sharing the pack is nice too, I guess. But, oh, why don't I have 1 million of you? And we got a second Tetsuma. So, Black's looking pretty mean. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Flitter Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. While waiting for your next episode, you can Are you shitting me? This stops giving? It's the gift that stops giving? Oh boy.